All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into wholesale glass oil burner brands.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, for all those shop owners out there,
Trying you.
we've been looking at this article,
Mm-hmm.
and it really breaks down 10 of the top brands that are available in the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, and it kind of gives you the, I guess, the cheat sheet or the roadmap to figuring out, like, which brand is right for your shop.
Yeah, for your style and for your customers.
Yeah,
It's important to think about both of those things, right?
totally.
You want to make sure that the brand you choose sort of reflects who you are as a shop and what your customers are looking for.
Exactly.
What's so cool about this article is that it doesn't just like list the names, it really breaks down like why each of these 10 brands stands out.
Totally.
In terms of having like a really solid inventory, unique designs, the ability to handle bulk orders, transparent shipping, and this is a big one, reliable after-sales support,
Oh, tell me about it.
which especially when we're dealing with glass, that can be so important.
Huge.
Because things can break, things can go wrong. You want to know that the brand you're working with is going to have your back if anything happens.
So are you ready to dive in and talk about the first one on the list?
Let's do it.
All right, so first up is Clover Glass, and this one grabbed the top spot.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're highlighting the fact that they have a U.S. warehouse.
Yeah, which is huge these days.
So important for shipping, right?
It's so important. Everybody wants their stuff fast. Nobody wants to wait weeks and weeks for an order to arrive from overseas.
Especially with how fast Amazon is. Everybody's just used to.
Oh, yeah. The Amazon effect has definitely changed the game for everyone.
Absolutely.
And, having a U.S. warehouse allows Clover Glass to offer really fast shipping and affordable shipping.
Mhm.
So you can get those products to your customers quickly, without having to charge an arm and a leg for shipping.
Yeah, and you can compete with all the shops that are, drop shipping and things like that.
Exactly. And, on top of the fast shipping, they have over $1 million worth of inventory
What?
at any given time. So, like, you're pretty much guaranteed to find what you need when you need it.
That's insane.
And they're super flexible with their minimum order quantities. So you don't have to, break the bank on a huge order right out of the gate.
Right.
They're really, like, designed to help small businesses get started and scale up, which is great.
That's awesome.
And they handle all the custom stuff for you, which is
Oh, God, what a nightmare.
such a relief, because dealing with customs can be such a headache.
Especially nowadays, I'm like, who knows what the rules are even going to be tomorrow?
Exactly.
And they have such a wide variety of products, like over 10,000 different styles
I know, it's crazy.
of oil burners, rigs, all kinds of glassware.
Yeah, and they have a really flexible return policy, which is great because, with glass,
Hmm.
things happen.
Things break.
Things break, especially in transit.
Yeah.
It's kind of inevitable.
And you're on the hook, so.
And they even offer free marketing materials, which is a really nice touch.
Oh, that's so smart.
I thought so too because it shows that they're really invested in helping their wholesale partners succeed.
Totally.
They're not just selling you product, they're actually giving you tools to help you sell those products to your customers.
I love that.
So yeah, Clover Glass, if you're looking for speed, convenience, wide selection, definitely put a star next to them on your list.
Clover Glass, check, check, check.
Yeah, all right.
So, okay, let's move on to number 2, Mav Glass.
Okay, so Mav Glass is all about style.
Okay, so Clover Glass is like the practical one, and then Mav Glass is like the beautiful one.
Yeah, exactly. They're really known for their sleek, modern designs. They use a lot of really vibrant color accents.
Ooh.
It's very eye-catching, very current.
Very now, yeah.
Yeah, very now. And they've got their production game down, which is really important. They're very consistent, they're reliable, and they're open to larger bulk orders, which is great.
Awesome.
If you're a growing business, you need a supplier who can keep up with your demand.
Right. Absolutely.
The only thing I would say is that, for those larger orders, you'll want to confirm lead times.
Sure, yeah.
Just to be safe. But overall, Ave Glass is a great option for those who are looking for a stylish, modern look.
Okay, that's really helpful for our listener. If you're after the cool, sleek look, that's Ave V Glass. Definitely check that one out.
Definitely.
Okay, number 3,
Number 3.
Grav.
Oh.
I feel like I've seen Grav everywhere.
I know. They're pretty ubiquitous at this point.
Yeah.
They've definitely made a name for themselves in the U.S. market.
Okay.
They're known for their minimalist, kind of lab-inspired designs.
Okay.
Very clean lines, subtle branding. They have a kind of premium feel to their products.
So they've already done a lot of that legwork of like building the brand recognition?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so
you can stock their products with confidence, knowing that your customers already trust and admire the brand. which is
Huge for retailers. Yeah.
huge.
Okay.
And of course, they can handle the larger wholesale orders. So scaling up your business with them is not going to be a problem.
That's great to know.
Yeah, so, if you're drawn to that minimalist aesthetic and you want to leverage the power of a well-established brand, definitely check out Grav.
Okay, so if you like that kind of like clean, apothecary minimalist vibe,
Exactly, exactly.
that's the one.
Okay, awesome.
All right, what's next?
Let's talk about diamond glass.
Ooh, diamond glass, fancy.
Yeah, I mean, just the name. It's got to be like next level, right?
Right. I mean, the name definitely suggests a certain level of luxury,
Mm-hmm.
and they definitely live up to it.
Okay.
They're all about that premium experience, you know?
Like really high quality, thick glass, polished aesthetics, meticulous attention to detail.
So, like, they're not afraid to charge a premium price, but they're backing it up with quality.
Exactly. You get what you pay for with diamond glass. They're using high-grade borosilicate glass, which is known for its durability, heat resistance.
Sure.
Their welds are like super precise. They use intricate percolators.
Uh-huh.
It's all those little design elements that really set them apart.
So what are some of the, like, details that they're really focused on?
Well, like I said, the welds are super precise. The percolators are very intricate. They really pay attention to the overall finish of the piece, like the polishing, the smoothness. It's all very, very high quality.
So it's for, like, that customer that really, appreciates those details
Absolutely.
and is willing to pay for it.
Yes, definitely. They do have clear ordering guidelines, which is good, but custom orders might take a little bit longer. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about going that route.
Okay, yeah, definitely something to keep in mind.
But overall, yeah, if you're targeting those discerning customers who appreciate quality above all else, Diamond Glass is definitely a brand to know.
All right, so diamond glass, check.
Heck.
All right, on to number 5, and this one's really cool. Tsunami glass.
Tsunami Glass, yeah, they're all about those innovative percolator systems.
Okay, so this is for the customer that really cares about function,
Absolutely.
not just how it looks, but how it hits.
Exactly. They're pushing the boundaries of design and function with their oil burners.
Like, how many chambers are we talking?
Oh, it can vary, but they have some pieces with like multiple chambers,
Wow.
which creates a really smooth, cool hit.
Okay.
And the designs are just incredible. They're like works of art.
There's like a combination of that cool, sleek aesthetic, but then also like the functionalities there.
Yes, exactly. They've managed to marry form and function in a really impressive way.
That's cool.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something truly unique and innovative to stock in your shop, Tsunami Glass is definitely worth checking out.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, they're a little bit more on the higher end price-wise, but they do offer bulk pricing to help retailers.
Okay, good to know.
But yeah, I mean, the quality is definitely there, so I think it's worth it.
All right, so Tsunami glass, a little bit more, on the high end, but
Yeah, but worth it.
worth it. Okay,
Worth it.
awesome.
All right, what's next?
Number 6 is glass heads.
Glass heads. Okay, yeah, they're a really interesting one.
What's their deal?
So instead of focusing on a specific style or niche, they're kind of like a one-stop shop for all things glass.
Oh, okay.
So they have oil burners, pipes, rigs, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they source from different artisans, so you get a really wide variety of styles.
So that's pretty cool for like a shop owner, because then you're not dealing with like 10 different suppliers.
Exactly. It simplifies everything.
Yeah.
You can get everything you need from one place.
Less shipping costs, less.
Exactly. Less shipping costs, easier inventory management. It's just a much more streamlined process.
Okay.
And, because they're working with so many different artisans, you're still offering your customers a really diverse selection.
That's really smart, actually.
I know, right? It's a really clever business model.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're all about efficiency and you want to simplify your sourcing process, Glassheads is definitely worth checking out.
Awesome. Glassheads, one-stop shop.
That's the one.
All right, let's talk about number 7, LA pipes.
Okay, LA pipes. Yeah, they're a little bit different from some of the other brands we've talked about.
Okay, in what way?
So they're much more focused on function over flash.
Okay.
Like their oil burners are very straightforward, very durable. They're made with thick glass.
Okay.
They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They're just delivering high-quality pieces at a fair price.
So like no frills, they're just solid.
Exactly. Solid, reliable, no frills.
Okay.
They offer really good shipping within the U.S. Their prices are competitive.
That's great.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something that's like built to last, LA Pipes is a great option.
Okay, so that's good to know. LA
Yeah.
pipes, like, the workhorse.
Exactly, the workhorse.
Okay, awesome.
All right, what's next?
Number 8, AFM and glass.
AFM Glass.
Alien Flower Monkey. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's a fun name, right?
Yeah.
And their products are just as fun.
Okay.
They're all about playful designs, vibrant colors, a bit of an edge.
Okay, so, like, who are they targeting?
I'd say they're definitely resonating with a younger, more adventurous demographic.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to experiment with different shapes, colors, patterns,
Cool.
and they're constantly releasing new models, so they're always keeping things fresh and exciting.
That's awesome. So you can really, like, stay ahead of the trends with them.
Exactly, yeah. If you're a shop that wants to like really stay on the cutting edge, AFM Glass is a great partner for that.
Okay, cool. And they're open to smaller test orders, right?
Yes, they are, which is great
Which is great.
because you can kind of, try out a few different styles before you commit to a large order. So
Totally.
yeah, definitely check them out.
Okay, AFM Glass, check.
All right, two more to go.
Okay, Smoke Cartel.
Smoke Cartel.
I know Smoke Cartel.
I know, right? It's a pretty well-known online retailer.
Totally. I didn't realize they did wholesale.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, but they actually have a really good wholesale program.
Oh, okay.
They offer a really wide selection of oil burners and other smoking accessories,
Mm-hmm.
and their online ordering process is really smooth.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super convenient.
So it's kind of like, that ease of online shopping, but then you get the benefit of the wholesale pricing.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
The one thing is that you have to contact them directly to get their wholesale pricing.
Okay.
It's not readily available on their website, but they're very responsive and easy to work with.
Awesome.
So yeah, if you're looking for a hassle-free wholesale experience, I would definitely reach out to Smoke Cartel and see what they can offer you.
Okay, so Smoke Cartel, easy, online, just reach out to them.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
All right, last but not least.
Last but not least.
Thick-ass glass.
Okay, that name, it's very descriptive.
It is, yeah.
You kind of know what you're getting.
You know exactly what you're getting.
Right.
They specialize in extra thick borosilicate oil burners that are like seriously built to last.
Okay, so like if you're worried about things breaking, these are the guys to go to.
Absolutely. If you're, shipping long distances, you have a lot of clumsy customers,
Yeah.
Things happen.
Things happen.
Thick-ass glass can handle it.
I love that.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so they've got that like durable market cornered.
yeah, pretty much. And they keep things really simple. They have a consistent inventory of their most popular styles. Their designs are clean, functional, built to last.
Perfect.
No fuss, no muss, just good, solid oil burners.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so thick-ass glass for durability.
That's the one.
Okay, that's a great rundown of those 10.
That was a lot.
Really a lot.
10 brands, lots of information to process.
I know.
So
So
we've given you a lot to think about here, but hopefully this will help you kind of narrow down your options and figure out which brands are the best fit for your shop.
exactly. And that's what we're going to talk about next is like how do you actually, use this information?
Right. How do you make a decision?
Yeah.
How do you choose?
How do you choose? Okay, so like how do we take all this information and actually make a decision?
Right. Because it can be kind of overwhelming, right?
It is. Like we've just given you 10 brands, a ton of details.
Yeah, we've thrown a lot at you.
We have. And like, everybody's shop is different, everybody's needs are different. So
Yeah, absolutely.
how do we kind of like personalize this information?
So like it all really starts with knowing your priorities.
Okay.
Like what's important to you as a shop owner? What's your shop's vibe? Who are your customers? What kind of experience are you trying to create?
Right. Like are you all about like speed and convenience? Like maybe you need to restock really quickly. So Clover Glass with that US warehouse,
Yeah, that would be a huge advantage.
that's going to be like crucial for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or maybe you're like, your customers are really into those like cool, trendy, eye-catching pieces. Then maybe Mav Glass.
Yeah, matte glass would be a great fit for that.
Yeah, with those like sleep designs and that whole aesthetic.
And don't forget about the power of brand recognition, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're going for that high-end minimalist feel, stocking a brand like Grav
Yeah,
can really elevate your shop's image.
absolutely. Because they've already like done all that work of like building that brand awareness.
Exactly.
And so it's like you can kind of ride that wave a little bit.
Exactly. You're leveraging their reputation
Yeah,
to benefit your own business.
totally. And I think, for shops that are catering to like the real connoisseurs, the people who are like all about quality and those details, Diamond Glass.
Yeah, diamond glass is definitely the way to go for that.
Yeah, because they might be a little bit pricier, but you're getting that craftsmanship,
Yeah, absolutely. The quality is undeniable.
Yeah, you're paying for it, but you're getting it.
Exactly.
And then, we talked about Tsunami Glass, and those are for like the people that are like really into, those next level designs. They want something different.
Yeah, the innovators, the early adopters.
Yeah, exactly. And those Tsunami Glass pieces are like They're functional, obviously, but they're also like conversation starters.
They're like art pieces, you know?
They are. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're definitely statement pieces.
And then, of course, we can't forget about glass heads, which is like such a game changer for shop owners that are like all about efficient.
Oh, yeah, they're all about streamlining the process.
Yeah, imagine getting like all of your glass from one supplier.
It's a dream,
Ooh,
right?
that's so much easier, less shipping costs, less, headaches with managing inventory.
Yeah, exactly. It simplifies everything.
And you're still getting that like variety, you're still getting those handcrafted pieces.
Yeah, you're not sacrificing quality or style for convenience.
Exactly.
It's the best of both worlds.
Totally. And then, LA pipes for those shops that are like, they just want something that works. They're not like super concerned with, the bells and whistles.
Yeah, the practical folks.
Yeah, exactly. Just like something durable, affordable, gets the job done.
LA Pipes is perfect for that.
Yeah, and then, for those shops that are a little bit more like, youthful, they've got that like energetic vibe.
Yeah, a little bit more edgy.
Yeah. AFM glass, I feel like.
AFM glass is perfect for that.
Yeah, those are really cool.
They're fun, they're vibrant.
Yeah.
And they're constantly coming out with new stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So you can really like stay ahead of the trends with them.
Exactly.
And then Smoke Cartel, I mean, that's like, the ease of online shopping, but for wholesale.
It's so convenient.
It is. And then, of course, thick-ass glass. I mean,
Thick-ass glass, you can't go wrong with durability.
if you're worried about breaking, that's the brand.
That's the one.
So, okay, we've covered a lot of ground here.
Ton.
We've given you all these brands.
Lots of options.
We have, but like, this deep dive isn't just about giving you a list of names.
Right. It's about giving you the tools to think critically.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what kind of shop do you want to create? Who are your ideal customers?
Exactly.
What's your budget? What are your must-haves in terms of shipping, customer service, product quality?
All those things are important.
Yeah, so once you kind of like figure out what your priorities are,
Yeah.
you can start to like narrow down those options.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like a puzzle, You've got all these different pieces.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out how they fit together to create the bigger
I
picture.
love that. That's such a good analogy.
But the thing is, the puzzle is always changing.
Oh,
The wholesale market is dynamic.
constantly.
New brands are popping up all the time.
Mhm.
Your own needs might change as your business grows.
Absolutely.
So how do you stay ahead of the curve?
Yeah, that's the big question.
How do you make sure you're always making the best choices for your shop?
Yeah, because it's not like a one-time decision, right? Like you have to constantly be like
It's an ongoing
evaluating and figuring out like what's working, what's not working.
Exactly. You got to stay curious.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like we've given you this this toolbox, right?
Yeah.
Filled with like all the best brands and the tools, but now you've got to figure out like which tool is right for which job,
Exactly. And that's where the fun part comes in.
Yeah.
It's like, you've got to do your research. You've got to explore. You've got to experiment a little bit.
Yeah, it's not just like picking from a list and then you're done, it's
Right.
like
It's an ongoing process.
it's a journey, it's a relationship.
Yeah.
You got to stay curious.
Absolutely.
So how can our listener like stay ahead of the curve?
Well, trade shows are a great way to see what's new, meet the brands face to face.
Yeah.
Get a feel for the latest trends.
Yeah.
It's also a fantastic opportunity to network with other shop owners,
Mm-hmm.
share insights, kind of get the inside scoop.
Totally. It's like a crash course in the whole industry.
Exactly.
And then I bet like industry magazines, online forums.
Oh, yeah, those are gold mines.
Yeah.
You can find reviews, comparisons, insider tips from other retailers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Total.
Tap into that collective knowledge.
So it's all about like staying connected,
Yeah,
being a part of the community,
absolutely.
and never stopping that learning process.
The learning never ends.
It really doesn't. Yeah. And here's something I've learned from doing all these deep dives is like don't underestimate the power of intuition.
Oh, that's so true.
Like sometimes you just get a feeling about a brand.
Yeah.
Like you connect with their aesthetic, their values, their story.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes you got to take a chance on those like smaller up and coming brands.
Absolutely. I mean, they might not have the same name recognition as the big players,
Yeah.
but they often bring fresh perspectives, unique designs,
Mhm.
a level of passion that's really contagious.
Totally. And you never know, like that hidden gems you discover today could be like the next big thing tomorrow.
Exactly.
So for our listener, like the takeaway here is, we've given you a solid foundation,
Yeah.
but the journey doesn't end here.
It's just the beginning.
Keep exploring.
Keep asking questions.
Keep learning and trust your instincts.
Trust your gut.
There's a whole world of incredible wholesale glass oil burner brands out there just waiting to be discovered.
So get out there and explore.
Until next time, happy hunting.